53 days of war, and we understand that it's only the beginning. Not because I know when the war is going to end, but because it's the beginning of the new reality that we're facing. And the new reality is an astonishing fact. Truth doesn't matter. Facts don't matter. The only thing that matters is what each and every individual with 10,000 followers think is the truth. We were foolish to believe that after World War II, the world will never forget. At least back then, people could use the excuse that they didn't know. And now, what you're really saying is not that you don't know. What you're really saying is that you just don't want to see, that you're not interested to see the brutal images that the terrorists took by themselves, that the terrorists filmed themselves, killing, murdering, torturing innocent civilians. You see and watch the images, and yet you choose to say that it's a lie. You need a bigger proof to actually believe that women were raped and human beings were beheaded by Hamas terrorists. And on top of that, if you finally come to the conclusion that these atrocities actually happened, you justify it. You justify it by saying that they are a resistance movement that is trying to free their people and give them self-determination. Giving their people self-determination by murdering, slaughtering, raping, and kidnapping innocent children, women, and men from their homes. Did you ask yourselves what these self-determination fighters did with all the millions of dollars that they got throughout the years? Did you ask yourselves what benefits did their own people get from all that money? Welfare? Health? Education? Did you ask yourselves why the majority of their people are suffering from poverty? Did you ask yourselves where is the leadership of these self-determination fighters? Why they are staying in luxurious hotels, enjoying life of satiety and comfort while their own people are suffering? I'll tell you why. And I'll quote member of Hamas political bureau, Musa Abu Marzouk. The tunnels built in the Gaza Strip were meant to protect Hamas and not the residents of the Strip. It is the responsibility of the UN to protect them. Basically admitting that these self-determination fighters are only protecting themselves and not their own people. Shame on us. Shame on us that we raised a generation that is not putting a question mark and seeking for the truth. Shame on us that we raised a generation that is more interested in clickbait than in the truth. Shame on us that we raised a generation that is not faithful to facts and choosing to be humanitarian only in certain circumstances. Shame on the world that is waiting once again that history will say, you knew, and you chose silence. Shame on women. Shame on international rights women organizations. Shame on feminists that stand silent in front of bodies of raped women and with this chilling silence, basically saying, maybe you were raped, but this is part of a legitimate resistance. Shame on the international community that is choosing willingly to prove the phrase that history will always repeat itself. This is pure hate. This is pure racism. This is pure anti-Semitism. But here's one fact that has been proven throughout history. When you choose terror, terror will choose you back. When you stand next to terror it will seek you and hunt you down. When you stand on the wrong side of history, it will always, always come back and remind you how wrong you are. But remember one thing. At the end of the road, after a long, painful, hard fight, the truth will always, always win.